going, everybody? Doing a pickups video here, video game pickups video here for March. I think I said this in another video. I'm going to start doing these vids at the end of the month, these video game pickups, so I can, have all the pickups instead of splitting. I'm doing 2 a month. They're working on a roof the street over. I don't think it's picking up though. It's still distracting for me, but I'm gonna try to film a couple videos today, 2-3 videos today. So start off with this one. I got 5 games here. I have another 2 ordered from eBay, but they're not gonna be here till next week, so they'll be part of March's. You still might see them pop up either on Instagram or if I happen to do a collection video or something, they might pop up in that. This one you did see in the Switch collection. It is Sakuna of Rice and Ruin. This one's cool because it has a nice little manual in it, and it's full color too. And it shows you the characters. Where is she? Oh, these are just the other ones. This is like Sakuna's sister. There she is there. These 4 people here are the ones you have to help. As I mentioned in the Switch collection, if you've seen it, you're Sakuna in the beginning. There's like 4 mortals on, I guess, the bridge to heaven. And this guy's trying to stop him. And your character comes stumbling out drunk, like kicks the one guy off the bridge, the guy who was trying to, I guess, stop the others or whatever he was trying to do. And then she tells the 4 to like beat it, but they're looking for food, and then they come in, and she's doing an offering to, I guess, a higher god. She's a princess. She's a daughter of 2, a god and a goddess, a warrior god and a harvest like goddess. So there you get the both aspects of the game there. And she's drunk still, and then like they're in the mortals are eating the rice, and she gets pissed, and she yells at him, and they leave, and then all of a sudden she's by accident sets fire to the whole thing. She gets in trouble, and she gets banished to the Isle of Demons, I believe it's called, where I guess her parents had a house. So you meet this other dude. He was in the book there, and you have I forget what the little dog spirit thing. It's like your mentor, I guess, type thing, or like your, I don't know what you call him. But the people are hungry, so you have to plant stuff, rice specifically at first, and it has like the battles are like 2D, similar to like an Odin Sphere or a Muramasa, stuff like that. And that's the same kind of art style, I should say. And she uses farming tools to fight with, and it's pretty fast-paced. It's cool. I did a little bit of that in the beginning when you first get to the Isle of Demons, and then in the cave. And then you gotta make food. You gotta plant stuff. You gotta control the water levels with these 2 levers and stuff. I played it the day I got it. I haven't played it since, unfortunately. Like I said, I have too many fucking games. It's not a bad thing, but games get put on the back burner. But I've liked it so far. I do want to get into it again. And she's a pretty funny character. She's kind of bratish in the beginning, and then you can tell, like, I guess she's gonna grow more into, like, being the leader and responsible and stuff. But I guess she's trying to make her way back to the home of the gods or whatever. But yeah, that's this one. This is $40 too. This is a special edition for $60. It has a bunch of stuff in it. I think the games are for $40 regular. The next 2 you also would have seen in the Xbox collection video. First one's Agent Under Fire. Both of these Xbox games are complete. I got this from the East End Gaming in Oakdale. This copy's in great shape, man. This disc is flawless. The case is in excellent shape, and the manual's in pretty good shape too. This is a game I originally played. It was one of the first games I actually had on the GameCube. I always forget about it. I probably forgot about it when I was talking about the GameCube, actually. It's first-person shooter, this one. I can't remember a lot about it, honestly. There's some screenshots. I haven't played it since 2002. I believe it came out in 2002, and I think I got it like when it came out. Because I loved GoldenEye so much, and this was like the next one that was available for Nintendo console. Nightfire I ended up beating on the Xbox. Those were the two. Well, Rogue Agent as well. I guess were the three first-person shooter ones. I do remember enjoying this though, and I kind of want to give it a bit play again because I do remember enjoying it. But it's the usual. You use the car at one point. There's gadgets and stuff. Bond girls, the usual Bond game. Maybe I'll do a gameplay of it at some point. And the second Xbox one is Prince of Persia: Warrior Within. I have this one off eBay. This is also in good shape. This was cheap. It's like $5 and change. As you can tell here, the Prince has more of a darker side in this one compared to the Sands of Time. I only played a little bit of this back in the day. I played a little bit. I think the first area you're on like a ship that either gets shipwrecked or it's sinking. I forget. I have not put it in yet since I've gotten it. I got it last week, I believe. I'm sure it's more the same. I'm pretty sure you can dual wield weapons in this one. That's why he's holding the two swords there or whatever. I think he turns into like this Dark Link in some of the Zeldas, like this, like a shadow type. I think you get like at a certain point you can, or he just turns on his own maybe into the darker version of himself. I think. Let me see what it says. Just a soul-shattering boss battles, countless hours of action through non-linear environments. That's interesting. This is another one I want to play. This is one I wanted to get because I have not played. Like I said, I only played the very beginning of this, and I did not play any of the Two Thrones, which is the third one that was on the Xbox Cube and PS2. Apparently, it was Xbox Online enabled scoreboards. No content download, really. I used to like on the old boxes for the Xbox back then, it would have all the little things on the bottom that it would like check off if it's doing it or X out. Friends, scoreboards, content download, 480p HD TV. In-game Dolby Digital, one player. No custom soundtracks. Does this one have custom? No, this one doesn't. Wow, they didn't. I guess they weren't doing it in 02. I don't know if they changed up their cases because this, it says teen, but it doesn't have like teen stuff on it on the bottom. I don't think this would have been a reproduction artwork. I'm curious now. Maybe, I don't know actually. It can't be. It looks too good. I've had repro artwork. Whatever. It's possible they didn't put all the stuff for the games on the earlier titles at that point. Those are the two Xbox games. Alright. And the next two are vintage games. The first one's for the Genesis. We also got this at ESN Gaming. I think this was 8. The other one was 9. I think I said in the other thing it said 6. I guess they didn't update it because like these games have like they're all, it's nice they put all the games in like a plastic wrapper or whatever. But these ones actually have barcodes on them. The other ones, I guess they're just using the existing barcodes. So they must not have updated the price. I didn't even realize until like later in the day, and I was like, whatever. Because that was the going price on eBay anyway, so I didn't get like screwed or anything. And the copy's great, so I don't want the game. If that happens again, I'll probably just mention it, especially if it's something where it's like the game's $6 and all of a sudden it's like 20. I'll be like, what? The price didn't even register in my brain when I paid. But anyway, Columns 3, my fiance wanted this one. I played the first Columns and I liked it. This one is a little bit weirder. It's like it doesn't have I mean, it might actually have a dedicated single player, but I don't know how it works. But when you do like the single player mode, you're like in these temples, or the pyramids, I should say, and you're like fighting, like I think a spider, a skeleton, a treasure chest. My fiance was playing, she was enjoying. You gotta match the columns, and there's like special abilities you can use to fuck up the other guy. Similar to like the Battle Tetris game, or whatever that one's called, Tetris Gaiden. It looks like the other columns. I don't know why this guy's on the front. Because this one's Columns 3, Revenge of Columns. This is also in very good shape, though. The label's in good shape. This is the red stuff I was talking about. You wouldn't get this on early Genesis games, and they started, I don't know, it's just, it's worse on the the boxes, the cases themselves. This kind of game you just throw in and play a bit of, you know, one of those classic kind of puzzlers. And the last one is the one I got recently. I put a picture of this on Instagram, but a lot of people might not have seen it. It is Super Bonk, or Cho. I think it's Cho Gaijin. I'm probably saying that wrong. That's what it is in Japan. This is for the Super Famicom. This was a good price. It was $9, and I just put a best offer of $8 with $3 shipping, and they accepted it. So with tax, it was $13 and change, which is a good price compared to the other ones, were around $20 on eBay. It does have like the discoloration on it, but the label's in great shape. I played the 2 bongs on the TurboGrafx. They actually had one on the NES, which is extremely valuable, and they have 2 on the Super Nintendo. This, I think, would have been the 4th one. Airzonk was also on the, I think it was called Airzonk, or maybe there was 4 even on the TurboGrafx, but I only played the first 2. But played a good amount of this. Beat the first area. It was pretty long. This game's fucking cool, man. You're doing a ton of stuff in this. It starts off where you're like, you can get little candy-looking things, and they either make you small. Red makes you small, yellow makes you normal size again, and blue makes you huge. And like bonk, you're headbutting enemies. You can turn them to stone. There's a part where you do this thing where, I guess, I don't know what the word is, but like a Japanese word comes out of his mouth. And the first level is fairly long. There's a lot of little, you know, like in certain games, you go to like a little special area briefly. This one has like multiple ones, and they're weird. The one you turn into a crab, you can actually turn into a crab in the second level as well. You turn into a crab, and you're in the sky, and you're shooting at the little smiley faces and picking up the little smiley face. That's like the coin kind of thing. He can swing up, like on certain bars, he can swing up to other ones. He can climb with his mouth up the things and up rivers, which he was able to do in other ones. Most of the enemies are the same as well. You can bounce off little things, these little things. Some of them give you meat, and then the meat turns them nuts. So when you're huge or regular, you turn to like this weird, like almost dinosaur type thing. In another part, he's like a chicken almost. There's a lot going on. Then you're climbing up the Eiffel Tower at the end of this level. There was another one of those little special areas where you had to hit the little like jump flower or plant things that you'd hit and jump up, and you had to hit them so they went in the air. And when one of the enemies is carrying a basket around, you had to get it in there, similar to like a basketball or something. It's cool though. I was actually really enjoying it. It's too bad there's no save on it. It wasn't particularly hard, I will say that. But once again, this is a game, if you got this on the Super Nintendo, it would be like $50, $40-$50. No, under, just over 13. I'm taking it every day of the week if I can't read this stuff, as long as I can navigate and figure out how to play it. I should say as long as it's playable. But it's fun. I might do a gameplay on this one because it's a lot going on, and it plays well. The second level in the beginning, and before I turned it off, I was on a plane, like climbing into the cargo hold and stuff. One of the other special areas was you bouncing off clouds. You had to get as high as possible to collect as much stuff as possible. And there's another one where you had to like these random parts where he like almost like flattens himself and shoots through these little things. It's like I said, there's a ton going on in this game, and it is fun. I was enjoying the hell out of it for sure. Like I said, it's you know, I expected this coloration. Regular Super Nintendo games will have that as well, but as long as the label's in like solid shape, I mean, I can deal with it if the price is right, regardless of what's wrong with it. I always still love that it says Super Famicom cassette. That's what older people used to call them, like my dad. My dad used to call Nintendo, and he wasn't doing it, like he legitimately just didn't know the name of it. You know, some people act like they don't know what the video game is, but they do. They like back then you like didn't want to admit you knew what it was because you'd be like looked down on. If you were like older than a kid back then playing games. Now it's like the complete opposite. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, it was like, but older people used to say, "Oh the Nintendo tapes." You know, where's your Nintendo tapes? It's funny that it says cassette on the back. I do like that artwork on the label there. That's pretty cool. People are outside. Somebody's doing something out there. You hard work, it sounds like. It's been nice the last few days, like not nice, but it's hit the 40s, so a lot of the snow that's sticking around is melting. Yeah, I want to kind of get to that game store again this week. I want to go back to the Trading Post to Mass People, but I'm not going out there again until not the week coming up, but the following week, the second week of March. I'll stay overnight to do some more stuff. I gotta clean out the one closet, which has a lot of my older stuff in it that I'm just gonna get rid of, and decide what I want to bring back here to either sell or whatever. And when I'm out there, I'll do that other shady video that I was alluding to on the other one, on the one I did yesterday.